Kanye West locks in another hit album. Cardi B is teaming up with New York Mayor Mamdani, and UCLA has won the Women's National Championship. All of this and more on today's episode of IFC News. I'm Najee, Rayne.
I'm Shamika Sanders.
And I'm Weavahman Jim. Welcome to the IFC News. How y'all feeling, ladies?
Good, feeling good. A little tired.
How was your weekend?
I was outside.
You was outside?
I went to see B2K last night, guys.
Well, I got some papers here. I figured see what's going on in the world before we start talking about the world. So the New York Post says, we got him. Inside daring raid to save U.S. airman stranded behind enemy lines. And that was the line that I believe Donald Trump said after they had a triumphant rescue for one of the soldiers that got shot down out of the air, I believe over Iranian territory, if that's how it goes. Daily News says, pushing Albany on 9/11 docs, whatever that means. Then it says, miscalled before dying, pardon me. Woman stunned to learn, man she hoped to wed, killed in hit and run. That's tragic.
Wow. Heartbreaking.
New York Times, as they say, is the most important newspaper in the world, supposedly. When I was coming up in school, it says how U.S. military racing the clock saved an airman. Trump reveals making emphatic threats to commit war crimes. Ooh. Well, seems that we are at war in this country. You know, I don't like politics too much, so I'm gonna let y'all start the news.
All right, let's get to it, because Kanye West has dropped an album, Bully, and it debuted at #2 on the Billboard charts.
Yeah, yay.
You know, and that's even despite the controversy surrounding him, you know. Kanye recently brought out music legend Lauryn Hill at his show, which was one of the biggest shows. I feel like it was so anticipated because he was supposed to originally have Lauryn Hill on that track, and he got the opportunity to bring her out 20 years later, so I know for both of them that was a big moment.
Super.
And he also got to bring out Northwest. He brought out Travis Scott at one of his Los Angeles comeback shows. And brands like Pepsi, Diageo, PayPal, and Rockstar Energy have pulled their sponsorship of London Music Festival.
I wonder why.
Well, it has a lot to do with the history of, you know...
His erraticness?
Yes, and I feel like it's one of those things that follows you when you are someone in the public limelight.
So let's dive into this a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about it, Jim.
I believe he made $33 million for his concert that he just made what's the Sophie? I believe that was two nights. He made $33 million. Now, I don't know if any of those people were a part of that, but I do know that was a very successful concert. And I believe that the people are still going to show up whether they drinking or entertaining any of those other brands. But I can say this. I got a chance, once again, to be in Japan with this man. Around Christmas time, around that. And the Bully marketing that you're seeing, I'm in a bit of it. But I'm saying that to say this. He started this campaign back then. I do believe he knew everything that he was pushing forward all the way to this moment. We all have our own erratic behavior. We all a little bit crazy sometimes, but sometimes there's a genius behind the madness. And I think that he's a very, very smart person to still be able to have the attention of the world the way he does.
Yeah, you know what? I will say Kanye is very blessed because when people go on those type of tirades making anti-Semitic comments and you get canceled, you get canceled. Like, people stop fucking with you. As you see, like, a lot of these brands pulled out because he's to headline the wireless festival. Well, the wireless festival. So the brands aligned with that festival are like, hands off, we're not touching that. But the thing about Kanye too is that I do believe he is a musical genius, but his fans rock with him. Kanye West fans rock with Kanye, no matter what. He could drop a whole thing tomorrow with Yeezys, and people are going to line up, and they are going to come out, and they're going to show out. He's blessed in that way, because sometimes people don't get that second chance, and Kanye's had second, third, fourth, fifth chances. But in that same vein, I do like to always allow people to grow and allow people to have the opportunity to show that they can do different. These shows at SoFi, I think they said that they are the highest grossing tours there of all time. So he's
33 million hours.
Yes, day by day, he is still breaking records. And people are making.
This is the entertainment business at the end of the day. Let's never forget that.
Yeah, well,
Agreed.
he's entertaining for sure.
Super entertaining and talented. Shout out to him.
All right, so New York Mayor Mamdani has enlisted the help of rap superstar Cardi B. We talk about Cardi B a lot on this show. Cardi, come see us.
Cardi for facts,
Come sit with
Cardi,
us.
like, what's good? Hello, it's you, come on.
Right? To assist him in finding the perfect jingle to help New York residents in their search for childcare. As a mom of two, y'all know the story resonates with me. I talked about it before. They announced a new contest where the mayor's office is looking for a catchy tune for the new K2 theme song. Cardi B will help select finalists before NYC residents choose a winner. And I love this because it reminds me of this young lady who went viral on TikTok for writing, was it the, what jingle was it? I can't even remember.
What you're talking about.
You know what I'm
like
talking about, right?
Overnight, she was lit.
Yes,
Like, I follow her on Instagram. I forgot her name.
And it's become a thing.
Yeah, she does other people's.
Yeah, jingles are back.
Jingles now. Jingles are definitely back. We need that.
Remember when
We
Jamie
need
Foxx
that.
was making jingles on the Jamie Foxx show? Like, it's back. So I think that this is super cute. Mamdani continues to tap into his influencer bag, going to see Cardi B at her show and ask her to be a part of it. But it's cute. Listen, mom of two, like I said, and he promised, he ran on these politics, he was going to have universal childcare. So it's interesting for me to see how he's doing that.
Yeah.
Well, shouts to the mayor.
Facts.
Childcare is very important in the city for the country for that, but in this city, for us, definitely very important. So kudos to him.
It's a lot of hardworking parents in the city, and they definitely need childcare. Like that
Yes.
is mandatory, and they deserve it. Yeah, let's keep it a buck. But with that being said, I don't know if the AKA sorority that Trick Daddy went off on deserved that treatment because his performance got cut short during the South Atlantic Regional Conference, and he was not happy about that. He was saying that his contract was not fulfilled and they still need to cut him a check. They're saying that they were trying to defame him to save face after his performance was cut short for lyrics that did not align with the sorority.
Go figure.
And then he
who's
went
this?
on
Who's
Trick
this
Daddy.
Trick Daddy?
You know.
Oh, a sorority hired Trick Daddy
To
The AKAs.
to do you don't know to do you don't know near nigga. So which year did they graduate and who was the person that said
I don't want to
"Yo,
know
hired
who
Trick
booked them. I want to
Daddy.
know the creative director of the
Cause
event.
that year, obviously, that must have been the sorority's #1 record that they were playing for somebody.
That she was like, I'm a book.
we gotta
Trick
get
Daddy.
Trick. You know, we went crazy that year.
Facts. It was like, nah, we got to bring him out.
Things
They
have
brought him
changed.
out.
Things have changed tremendously since You Don't Know Near Nigga was out.
Yes, but that's a classic. So of course he was gonna perform songs like that too. I'm like, who hires Trick Daddy for an AKA event? Clearly someone did.
Shout out to Trick Daddy.
I get it though.
I
Like,
better run my man his coins too. Don't
facts.
try
Like,
it.
yeah, you got to pay him, even though you
Yeah,
shut him off.
it's
Because
not
I
his-
give shutting him off after you decided that you made the wrong decision. But you have to pay that man.
Why would you?
Yeah, we need to get out.
Like, come on, pay these artists, bro. Pay these artists. Stop playing with them. Like, for real.
Show us.
Pay
That's
that
so
man.
funny. Yeah. All right, so Kehlani has a message for her fans who work for ICE. The Folded singer took to Instagram and posted via her story, public service announcement, don't ever fix your mouth to speak to me or ask me for a photo or compliment me if you work for ICE. I'm dead ass. Okay, she didn't say dead ass, but I'm gonna just slip that in there. I'm dead to you. Don't acknowledge me and delete my music. The
Period.
singer has been very vocal in her political stance against ICE, Palestine, and many other issues. We stand a woke queen.
I mean, how you feel? I mean, listen. I'm with it. I'm with her stance, but it's like, okay. I mean, somebody always have to play.
Devil's
Devil's
advocate.
advocate.
Go ahead.
And that's gonna be you, Jim.
So, ICE. It's not liked in this country too much, right?
No.
We all know that. All right. Yeah. Now, there are people in this country that may not have had a job and back may be against the wall. It sees an opportunity to make some money through legal employment of a job that not many people like, right? So you're already choosing to do something that you know can be held against you by your peers.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But your family can't stand to be without food. Rent can't stand to be not paid anymore. So your decision of this job may not be more so about,
Your beliefs.
but more about your family. That's one. So then you have entertainers like us who stand strongly on what we believe, because a lot of us come from different places outside of the country with minorities, and we grew up in, so we feel strong about that. And then you come to a fan who may be Ice, but loves you dearly, adores you dearly as an artist, but the artist doesn't know that some of these ICE agents situation, and I'm just putting that out there that it's tough when we think about
I like what you're
everything
saying. That's a fact,
of
and
what was going on in this country,
that's a
because I
fact.
feel like they hanging money over a lot of people's heads when it comes to
get them to do
ICE employment, when they know a lot of people don't have money right now or jobs in this country. So I just want to put that out there. I'm not advocating. I'm not advocating for ICE. I do not want you to fill out an employment form. I don't want you to do none of that. I'm just making sense of it, because it's always three sides to a story.
There is.
Right?
Yeah, I think you have to always, with professional career and things like that, how it challenges your values and your views. And we are in a time right now where the economy is terrible, and this may be a job that comes up for you. And then you really have to, that's the individual problem right there. Because like, you really have to ask yourself, are you able to do this line of work? Because your work then becomes, your views and your values. And I think we are at a crucial time right now where I don't know if we have time for you to be. I don't know. Because I do understand feeding your kids.
Do you choose your family?
I understand that.
Or just, your beliefs?
Choose a different.
Are you willing to take your family down that deep?
You have to stand for
your
something,
beliefs?
or you'll fall for anything.
Are you willing to let your family suffer?
I feel like you could work for ICE if you want, just to maybe not walk up to Kehlani while you're on the job.
There it is. Let's get out of it. Let's get
Time
out
and
of it.
place.
Let's get out of it.
Time and place.
That was a great.
Time and place.
That was a great.
Time and place.
answer, Rayne.
Time and place.
Don't change your
not-
clothes.
No way you in the ICE. Kehlani!
Take that off.
Do
real
you even
quick.
know who Kehlani is? Every time she opens her mouth, she's one of the only celebrities that every time she opens her mouth, I'd be like,
Very
"Aight."
vocal, yes.
I'd be
I
like,
love
"Aight."
Kehlani. And she
There's
makes
very
such
few
good music.
celebrities that every time they open their mouth, you're like, "Aight."
Yeah, like she
You know what I'm
always.
saying? She be
Yeah,
always saying
she's
something.
always on the
Aight.
right side of
Facts.
history.
Like, leave her alone. If you got on a uniform, do not walk up to her. Leave her alone. Y'all bugging.
Why would you walk up
Why
to
would you do
anyone
that?
in an ICE uniform?
You bugging.
Okay.
You know what they say? You play stupid games, you get
Stupid prizes.
There you go, Kehlani heat. Influencer Jake Paul talking about some heat. This man is wildin'. Influencer Jake Paul says he's planning to do blackface skit in response to Drewski's recent skit about white women in the conservative space. Paul told comedian Theo Von on his podcast that he has already been contacting makeup artists to shoot the skit. The influencer fully backed Drewski's skit, saying it's how humans are supposed to be, and we should be, making fun of each other.
I'm pissed off.
Me too. I just like we can get to it.
just get to it.
But
But if we're gonna talk about it, let's really let's do math. You know what I'm saying? What is blackface? What is what Drewski did? What is going on? And who decides when the rules change?
The rules
Because
don't change.
that's what he's talking about doing. He's trying to change the rules. He said we just supposed to be
He's trying to
playing,
move the goalposts,
messing with
so
you.
we all
yeah.
know what's going on
It's like,
here.
bro,
Yeah.
come
You know what I
on,
mean?
bro.
Like,
You're not changing the rules.
Drewski imitating a white person has been done so many times in comedy, right?
White chicks.
They came to a point that they were doing blackface. That was a thing at one time. Then there was a point where it stopped, and it stopped for a reason. And we haven't seen too many people tapping into that vein for a reason since then. And I don't believe that he understands, or maybe he does understand the severity of him even just implying that he's about to try that. But I can tell you this. Us as black people been wanting to kick your ass for a long time
Yeah,
for what
try
you do.
it.
So this is what's gonna get you jumped. So
Try it.
this ain't the ring. You do that, you're gonna get jumped by black people. So I would kind of pick your poison.
I
That
don't
is
condone
great.
any type of violence. I've never put my hand on anybody because I'm Mike Tyson, you know? But it's really like, what do you, like I said, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Got
Like,
a
it's
nice
just like,
prize for him.
it's one of them things
Yeah.
where it's like, come on, don't do that. That's not the ring you get in, baby. Come on, let's
I mean-
play different games, for real.
Yeah, and the thing about blackface and the problem with blackface is that blackface was used as an oppression tool. It was used to mock a whole community, and there were actual repercussions that came from that. You know, blackface was used to hold down the black community, and it's just not the same. And I feel like they know that, but I think people like to be willfully ignorant in these type of situations.
Rage baiting.
And I'm like, is this rage baiting?
Yeah, it's almost one of those things where you explaining it, it's like, yeah, great to explain it, but we didn't even have to do that for you.
No, we don't.
We don't have to remind y'all why we don't do blackface. Like, are you kidding me?
This is what he wants.
Does anybody know what the country was built on? Whose backs exactly it was?
This is how you get paid.
It is, and rage baiting, but you know what? Shout out to Drewski though, because comedy, I love when art is imitating life, and when Drewski dropped that skit, look how much people are talking about it. Look how much it's raised all of these conversations, and that's what comedy is supposed to do. He doesn't play it safe. I love Drewski. I watch all of his stuff. Could have been Love, Could Have Been Records, and he is just really provocative and pushing the culture forward by having these conversations. Because one thing a racist person is going to do is expose themselves. And look at them. They're just, he sprinkled a little bit, and they're just rising up. Okay. Sit down.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary for it to be pushed any further besides Drewski doing a skit, because that's what Drewski was doing, a skit.
Comedy, and it's no way to reverse that. Like, he's just trying to put a reverse card. This ain't Uno. Like, gotta cool out. What else we got?
Following our report of JetBlue raising bag fees, United Airlines is the second largest major airline to do the same. We called it, you guys, okay? The airline has increased its checked bag fees by $10 amid rising fuel costs. The last time the airline raised its bag fees were in 2024. It's happening. Jim, you really called it. You said it. They was gonna raise it and not go back.
It's definitely not going back. We stuck. It's up and it's stuck, as the Wyans would say.
It's over, man. It's bad. Everything's going up.
Inflation, that's how the country eats, I guess. But we always in a deficit, so I don't know what goes on, where the money goes, but we don't got time to talk about that now, do we? Where we at?
The price still, because for the first time ever in San Francisco, California, the diesel prices are above $8 a gallon.
Damn.
It's bad.
What?
Highest ever. It is the first United States city to reach the $8 mark.
I haven't heard of
What
gas
is that,
being
like
$8.
damn near $200 to fill your truck up, something like that?
That's what I'm saying. If you're taking 15 gallons,
Whoa, you know math.
I think that's wrong. That's only $1.20, Jim. My bad.
You was close.
8 times 25 is 200. I was bugging. My bad.
But it's all good.
So if it's 25 gallons.
It's up there.
Hey.
It's
Yeah,
up
you was
there.
right.
It's definitely over 100. It's definitely over $120 to fill up the trunk. That's close to 200.
Yeah, fact. So it is probably
In the hood,
200,
that's
like you
200.
said.
That's over 100 is too damn much.
Yeah, it is too much, and I feel like it's gonna keep going as long as we keep
Well, one thing
going.
about the gas prices, they do fluctuate. So once whatever is going on in this world settles down, then the gas prices may settle down depending on how severe things turn out to be.
I have never seen $8 for gas though. I feel like in my
I remember when
lifetime.
$5 used to be like, oh my gosh.
Well, it is.
A bag of weed is $10, so it's like, damn, where we going with this?
Can you even get a bag of weed anymore? Like now you gotta buy like a whole.
You got it's different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different. You gotta buy 8.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
7. Maybe that's too much news for them.
Yeah. Okay. We're going too granular.
We do that at the after show.
Inflation. All right. President Trump escalated his threats against Iran's infrastructure if it does not open the Strait of Hormuz. Trump threatened the country will be living in hell. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't take this man seriously when he starts with these tweets. He's like Twitter fingers, okay? If it does not open the strait via his Truth Social app, Trump threatened to attack the country's bridges and power plants if the strait is not opened by Tuesday. Representatives from Iran have responded saying they're not opening anything. So if you guys, this is what's making...
Iran been wilding Trump up. He tried...
Not they've been riling him up.
Yeah, they've been wilding him up. He tried to do the ceasefire, like 2 days, let's do a ceasefire. They're like, nah, we're not jacking that. We're dubbing that. We're not ceasefire enough. And now you're telling me do you want to make explain to the people what is it called, the Hamas?
So the strait is, where they like channel through all of like the exports and the imports.
A
and
very
this is why.
high percentage
Yeah,
of
a very
the
high.
exports of the world go through this canal.
So with it being closed and not open, this is why the gas prices are higher.
Yes.
This is why everything it's all, a domino
There's
effect.
thousands of ships sitting right now trying to get through as we are speaking.
So Trump is saying basically, I'm going to bomb it open, or I'm gonna bomb y'all if y'all don't open it. He's really trying to force their hand. And honestly, the problem that I have is that they're both liars. Both of these leaders are liars. We don't know who to believe as the people. And they are probably like, why y'all over here in the first place? Because it always seems to be with Middle East, something about oil and gas and those type of things. So while they're presenting the war as something else, on the back end, it usually is always about oil and the Strait and all of these things. So, I mean, right now, we're dealing with two liars, and we are really just waiting it out. And it's at the cost of lives, because as Jim read the papers earlier, they were talking about how one of the U.S. Aircrafts were shot down, and now we had to go in and get an airman.
And that's just one of many, but they don't show all the calamity that happens during war on the news feeds. But we're at a crazy place in the world right now. I don't know what the end result will be, but like you said, it seems to always be something with the Middle East and oil, but we know what that's all about. At the end of the day, it's about money, and war always seems to bring in the most money. Not saying it's the best money, but it makes the most money. It's blood money. You're right. What we got next?
Come on, Calamity, though, okay?
Oh, you don't know my vocabulary.
You
can get
okay?
It like that,
You dropped that real quick.
My bad.
So up next on IFC, we check in with Rayne about a few things going on in the world of sports.
Thanks, y'all. Okay, so let's get it started in the world of sports. Basketball superstar Angel Reese has been traded to the Atlanta Dream. The Chicago Sky traded the WNBA All-Star for first-round picks in the 2027 and 2028 season. Angel was drafted number 7 overall by the Chicago Sky in 2024 and played 2 seasons with them. Congratulations to the Bayou Barbie. I know that's right, my girl. Women's basketball Twitter and all over social media, we've been trying to free you for the longest. And now you are the lemon pepper Barbie. Atlanta's going to have to get a bigger arena, though, because Angel fans show up and show out. You know, so congratulations to both parties, Angel and the Dream. I can't wait to see what that looks like for y'all. Now, UCLA women's basketball won its first ever NCAA title after dominating the Texas Longhorns and the South Carolina Gamecocks in the Final Four and championship title game. UCLA finished off the season 37-1, only losing to Texas in November of this season. The Bruins controlled the entire championship game, coming out on top 79-51. Congratulations to the team. Now, my heart goes out to my girlies. Raven, I wanted this one for you. I wanted it for you. But winning the school's first ever title in program history, I don't know. That's a really big accomplishment. So shout out to Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice for getting the job done. They too will be looking to hear their names called very soon at the WNBA draft. Dodgers have placed star shortstop Mookie Betts on the injury list with an oblique injury. With no timeline for the star's return, Betts left the team's game on Saturday early with lower back pain and was ruled out after an MRI. There has been speculation of when the injury occurred, with the team believing that it happened during a play at bat against the Washington Nationals earlier in the game. The injury bug is going around, but baseball season just started, and it's actually pretty long. So Mookie's injury may or may not affect the Dodgers as much as they're thinking, because it's possible for him to only be out 4 to 6 weeks, and we know baseball goes well into October. We just got to spring. More injuries are hitting, but this time it's in the NBA, as the Lakers have announced that both Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic are missing the remainder of the regular season. Doncic suffered a hamstring injury against the Thunder, and his playoff return is unknown. Reeves is out with an oblique injury that was sustained during the same game. The Lakers' 2 top scorers being out has caused doubts for the Lakers' playoff run. What did I say about that injury bug, y'all? I'm telling you, something is going on, and it's going on across all sports. The Lakers are currently 3rd in the West and will definitely look different without Luka and Austin. I don't know. Maybe they got to investigate something on with the Thunder, because 2 injuries in the same game. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Maybe LeBron puts his cape on and he gets it done for the Lakers. I'm not sure. I don't want to put all my hope in 40-year-old Bron. And that's not because I don't believe, but it's just like, hey, the man's been doing it for so long. Hopefully the Lakers can figure it out and they don't squander that third seed. Rapper J. Cole has signed a contract with the Chinese Basketball Association. The rapper is now an international player for the Nanjing, I hope I said that right, Monkey Kings. Cole is no stranger to professional basketball, as this is his 3rd time playing international ball. The 41-year-old rapper is also a minority owner of the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, J. Cole. I mean, get your money how you got to get it, I guess. You know, you under fire a little bit for some of the stuff you've been saying, you know, going back and forth with people. So, hey, maybe you do need to get on a plane and go over there and play some hoops and just clear your mind, you know? Hope that works out for you, my boy. Now, that's all I have for you in the world of sports for today. Let's get back to Sham and Rayne.
Okay, thank you so much, Naya. It's so dope finding out stuff in the world of sports. Can't wait to see J. Cole back outside.
Let's go Knicks.
Right?
And now for our feel-good story of the day.
Most people know the song 867-5309, Jenny, from the 1981 one-hit wonder by band Tommy Tutone. But now it has a new life. The number now directs you to the Cancer Support Community Hotline. The hotline is a resource for cancer patients when they need a friendly ear to listen and talk to. The helpline receives over 20,000 calls annually. In a statement from bandleader Tommy Heath, he said he never expected the numbers sung in a song to have a lasting impact. I think that is so dope.
That is, and I started saying, that's so cute, and I realized that we were talking about cancer, and, you know, it... cancer, fuck cancer, but
OD
I do,
fuck cancer.
You know, we'll take those little wins in those things. So shout out to that song, having new life and a new chapter.
Yeah, and bringing joy.
Yeah, bringing joy. Up next, we have your favorite weatherman, Jim Jones, to let us know what's going on with the weather this week.
What's up, my people? Welcome back. Did you miss me? Hope you all had a great weekend like I had, because my weekend was fabulous. I was outside and it was great. A little bit of rain, but we'll get into that. You know what we're here for the weather, and for that, I got you covered like a bonnet on a lady in the airport. Bow. Before we get into that, let's get into the drip. You know the rules. From the bottom, what's these, the threes? Ooh, Army Green, stop playing with me. Good pair of jeans, little rips in them, you know. Give you that edge, good wallet chain, Mazda, white tee, Fazzarelli, Jomo Global. Ooh, chill, you can order that online. Good Dipset hat, VL frames, that Mazda still busting. Now, let's give you what you came for, that good old weather. If you're in New York City, guess what? This week looked like the week to get as fresh as possible. Get the drip. It was just Easter on Sunday, so it was a little soggy, but now you can put on the Easter drip all week. Make sure you got some good white ears. Ladies, bust out them toes a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Get that hair did, you know, pull up like that. Chill, I'm getting too excited because the weather is breaking. But today, high will be 56, drop it down to about 43. Snow clouds in sight, so please get fresh. The rest of the weeks look like it'll be in the mid-50s, drop it down to the lower to 30s, so keep a sweater with you. Friday, it does get a little bit exciting, jumping up to 65. The low will be about 56. Like I said, the week looks good. Baby girl, do what you do. Time to bring them wrestling suits back out, pardon me. Now, let's see what's going on in other areas, climates, and terrains. Now, if you're down in Houston, you know the South is always heating up. Me personally, Houston has got to be one of the hottest places on the map. Look like they heating up already. They'll be in the 70s, dropping down to the 60s. I know they out there acting a fool. We take it back to the East Coast. If you're in Philly, right up the block from us, they'll be in the 50s like we are, dropping down to the 30s. If you're in Philly, keep a tech with you. I mean, you know, the weather tech jacket and things like that. You know what I mean? Sweater with you, so all my young boys out there, be cool. Weather's about to break. Try to take it easy a little bit. Now, we've come to that time of the show again. I know. I hate it too, but I have to go. I have other things to do. But before I go, let me explain the rules to you. You gotta stay high, you gotta stay fly, you gotta stay dry. You gotta get that drip right so you don't slip right. You know what I'm talking about? It's meet me the same black time, same black channel. Anything else is uncivilized. This is the IFC News brought to you by Playmaker. I'll see you soon.
To stay up to date with what's happening around the world and in the culture, like, subscribe, and share.
We will see you back here for another episode of IFC News. Bye.
Weatherman with that money, I make it rain on 'em. Weatherman with that paper,